Kept you waiting, huh? Wanna come for a ride? Hell yeah! Alright, so after X has been released, it's going to be a huge gap of time until next character announcement. And I pretty much caught up with everything, so instead of talking about something that already happened, let's speculate on which character is going to be in new Dissidia. More specifically, the character I want, and probably draw in tears when it turns out I'm completely wrong. Please let it in! But it's probably not the case for this guy though, because the chance of him being in this game is pretty dang high. Today we're going to look at the character and see what kind of interesting moveset and mechanic that he could possibly have in Dissidia. And that character? Noctis Lucis Caelum. Disclaimer, this video will contain some of the first hour and couple more gameplay footage, and maybe probably a little bit spoiler of Final Fantasy 15 that you can find in the trailers. If you want to be as clueless as possible with this game, just, well, go watch his other video, I guess. I don't know, he just told me to say all this. Thanks buddy, hope you're done with all your games soon. Anyway, I'm sure some of you want him to be in the game as much as you want to play his game, but trust me, not just fans like us want that. The developer won that like years ago. Ever since this game's development, some of the staff in Team Ninja, the co-developer of Dissidia, have considered about adding him in the roster after his game release. Heck, he might have been already announced right now if the game haven't been delayed. Can you stop reminding everyone about that? Nah Chan, now just go on your road trip already. Just think about all those fans who've been waiting for so long for the new Final Fantasy game on console. Do you forgot about this? Anyway, besides his anime-like appearance and the amount of popularity that generates the millions of fangirls alike, his combat ability is both unique and versatile at the same time. Sure, on the surface he's just another weapon master like these guys, but being the protagonist of the latest game of the series definitely have some benefit from technology that can create more detailed animation. Hell, Final Fantasy 15 engine is probably stronger than the one from Dissidia. He might be the only character in the game that had to be downgraded. There are so many moves that can be made into awesome attack or skill. But let's just start with a bigger picture, shall we? We have to decide which type of character he will be. The more reasonable one is speed type of course, because you know, warp and stuff. But wait, he has a ton of different weapons in his arsenal. Sure, he might not have to carry them all the time like Furion, but some of his weapons like Great Sword and some machine are more of heavy type. Not to mention his gun and magic are more of a short type. So we might be in the weird territory here. Or if we really run out of options, we could just put him on we have no freaking idea type. You know what I mean. Well, if I have to choose, I will probably go with speed type anyway, cause warping is the core of his game combat mechanic, not to mention his trademark ability. Speaking of mechanic, let's go to his playstyle. To be more specific, how can we nerf his warp strike?
What? This your idea of a joke?
I know, it's his main technique and I would leave it as close to the original as possible, if it isn't as broken as all hell. The ability that can guarantee hit and instantly move across the stage that can change to combo no less is like throwing all the balance out the window. The only ability that even came close to this is Cane Jump 2 or 3, but even that is still not a guaranteed hit and he still have at least 40-second cooldown. It's sad to say this, but you're getting nerfed, Nock. There's a couple ways to downplay his warp strike though. 1. Limit his warp range. I would say it's about the range of fill-in change move or maybe a little longer. 2. Make it not guaranteed hits, which means make it like a quick projectile instead of target skill. 3. Have some starting animation so the opponent can react to it. Either have a fixed starting time or let him shot it to increase his warp range. Do all or either is depend on the balancing now, which I don't want to go on that much detail. But where should we place the warp strike on his moveset? There's a 3 options I can think of. 1. Make it into his EX skill, which is simple, make it like Ace or Cane skill that have a very low cooldown. Or maybe make it stackable and allow 2 or 3 shots at once. But there's a way cooler option for his EX skill, so I'm more toward other options. 2. Make it into his dash attack. There's not much I can say about this either, basically like fill-in change move or ace wildcard. Again, not really recommended. 3. Make it into every bravery attack. Make most of his bravery attacks shatterable. When you tap the button, he will use his normal attack, but when you hold the button, Noctis will charge his warp strike, teleport when it hits the target, deal additional damage and chain to his normal attack. I hope for the third one cause it's the most interesting gimmick for the speed type character. And I don't really want to make another moveset video and say let's go straight to EX skill. Seriously, just don't dump everything on the EX skill. Anyway, finally let's go to the real meat of this. His bravery attack. There's a really obvious choice for him, like having an attack based on different weapons. So you mean like Omi? Yeah, like that. Which is not a bad thing per se. Noctis movement is pretty unique so it can still be pretty cool, but I would like to think even beyond that. There's one single mechanic that Final Fantasy 15 has but other games don't. And let me tell you, it's gonna be good. So first, check this out. See all that link strike? Or as I like to call it, bro strike. You know that you deserve to die from that punch alone? You have worse knock, remember?
I see the sea!
I see it too.
I haven't been working with you yet and I already hate you. Enjoy your freedom while you can, Knock. You're gonna have a good time here. Alright, let's continue. Here's an idea. Have Noctis combine different weapons in one attack like Old Boss, but mimic the movement of all those thing attacks. But how can only Noct going to do all that by himself? Don't worry, I'm not gonna have him cheat by bringing his bro into the fight. I got an alternative. His teleport on you just for attack and defenses, he can also use for mobility and combo as well. He's so good at it he can even create after image. So let's go a little deeper with some examples. Let's say that we choose this one as his bravery attack. Instead of bro tag team attack with Prompto, we can change it to the solo moves. Let's say he has Noct start the attack with one-handed sword slash instead of counter, and then Noct blinks slightly to the right side and use a great sword attack that mimics the movement of Prompto to follow the combo, and then Noct blinks slightly backward to his position and finish the attack with gunshot, just like the original move. Heck, we can do the same with manual technique. Let Noct use Gladiolus Tempest like Lightning Blitz and then finish with overhead slash. And there's a ton of other technique we haven't seen it yet, so who knows what more he can do. So next up is his HP attack. And for the sake of variety, let's not try to copy paste berry attack. There's some other combat mechanic Noct can use though. First up is his magic grenade. And I'm not talking about a normal magic like fire, Firaka, that's just for baby. In Final Fantasy 15, Noct can use the element he gathered from Overworld to fuse to a limited amount of magic. While there's only 3 elements available, there's some crazy combination. One in particular that's really caught my eye is a dual cast, tri-cast and quad cast series, which is basically cast the magic once, explored multiple times, and sometimes even different elements. The best one of his moveset is probably tri-cast Fire, Blizzard, Thunder. Hey, I never seen anyone try to fuse 3 elements before, so it could happen. Which will work the same way as Ramsa Triple Drive, but with range instead of melee. For other options, there are also Royal Arm, which some of them have some unique moveset like that Shuriken from Platinum Demo. There are 13 of them, so there's gonna be a 1 or 2 we can choose for him. And who can forget that death spell from his ring? If it actually affects the character the same way with monsters in the game, it would be hilarious. Really unlikely, but still hilarious. And for now, I saved the best for last. If his EX skill isn't Warp Strike, there is only one technique left. Armiger Arsenal. His remake bag that allows him to control all of his weapons with telekinesis and just look freaking awesome. It's obvious there's going to be a Bob EX skill like how Limit Break or Lobster Shout, but did you remember some of the EX mode from Dissidia PSP game that enhance your attack like Warrior of Light Needle Sword and Gilgamesh Floating Weapon? How the hell did you do that? Anyway, what I'm thinking is to bring those gimmicks back to Noctis. On the surface, it might be just a damage boost, but it still can make some really cool looking effect though. And hey, we might add some more effect like spike damage when not getting hit, or maybe a new attack only available in this mode. Hot damn, there's a lot of cool moveset for now. I didn't want him to be in this game as much as I want to play this game. Now I'm starting to understand the pain of someone who has been waiting this game for 10 years, but I hope that the game will worth the wait, both Final Fantasy 15 and Dissidia. So be patient and not just something entirely before you experience it. I'm 2Basicer, and I need to check on how his road trip going. Pretty sure they're going to have a nice day on the beach right now. God damn it! Not again! Seriously! How can your car broken down every time you go on a road trip with someone? I thought this car was supposed to move us. We're really letting ourselves get carried away. Okay, is it a deja vu or true way just copy paste my friend dialogue? We should just use the Chocobo instead. They're clearly superior. Yeah, but can Chocobo fly? Doc, if you did that earlier, we'd probably been dead from falling by now. How could just one explosion broke in this cars anyway? It came from a very advanced Korean Gold mech suit though. It's pretty freaking dangerous. Yeah, I can still remember she said nerf this before she dropped that thing on us. Why is there a bunch of soldiers fighting on a freaking street? Like I say a cyborg ninja with a dragon bait and a grim reaper with 2 shotguns? What the hell? Let's just ignore that. Anyway, do you guys have any gills? What do you mean by oh no? How much does it cost you last time? It's just about 1 million gills, not that much. Well, excuse me, Prince, not that much.